Well, we're back. Just as I said, I would glue the pieces together. So once again, the sides were glued to a long block, and then another block was glued to the front here. We're going to make a nose ring to go in this. Now, for some reason, I got it a little off. This side fits really good, or fairly good. Shoot, cameras and shit around here. Yeah, this side fits really good. Bumping shit around. Thank you, Roy. And this side is off about a 16th, so I gotta get a piece of 16th inch and add to it on this side, which is not a big deal unless it's this. The fit of the cowl now is all in this, sanding and fitting. It's if you want a good fitting cowl. What happened there? So we got about 1/8 of an inch at the front here, which is good. Because we need a plywood ring right there. That looks right. That looks okay. For some reason, I got this angle wrong. A 16th off there. Don't understand it. What the deal is. Like a booger. Got on. Rocks. It's not good. Rocks. It's not good. So I got to fill this and fill this with a 16th on this side right here. So let's straighten this out. Sand it some more that way. Okay. It looks right. Let's see about this. We got enough for 64th there. Hey, let's see what we got here. As far as chats go. Steve Berry says, hey, just a few dents and dings to fix. Semi-final sanding before finish. Yep, good. Oh yeah, I'll be painting in a week. After this comes gluing the stabilizer in. And then we'll start doping the fiberglassing. Let me get a piece of 1/8 inch so that I can make this part right here. So we need aircraft ply. Now you want to make this piece here aircraft ply because this is what the dowel goes in. And you got to have the dowel. Let me cut this off so I don't waste so much. We'll just cut that there. Gonna be a longer video tonight because dinner ain't going to be till 9 o'clock. So I've got a couple hours. Let's see if I can hang. Yeah, tonight's spaghetti night. Let me sand a straight edge on this. Love me the spaghetti night. Okay. And I just had it. You know, this memory shit is driving me nuts. Can't remember where I put anything. Okay. I gotta cut this piece out. Yeah, you don't need a trash bag if you got monkey coat. I realize that this is not the most exciting way to do video, you know, where I'm off camera sanding a piece like this, but it's just not worth moving the camera for a 2-second job. So this piece here glues right there. I'm just going to CA it. I'm not going to white glue it. You could epoxy it, I guess, if you wanted, but I'm just going to CA it. Ooh-wee. So now we got this piece. This is where the dowel gets glued in. Let me get the kicker on this so it doesn't glue itself to the airplane. We don't need that happening. Okay. So we set this here like so where it belongs. And we're going to rough in the shape. I'll just buzz this real quick on the disc sander. I can do this in a couple of hours if I'm not streaming. You know what? We need some 80 grit sanding on that thing forever. Okay. Roughed into shape. Now, I'm going to rough it here. I suppose I could measure. I could measure, I suppose. I think it's 1.25 inches because this is 2.5. 2 3/4. 2 3/4 divided by 2. 2 3/4. Let's see here. So, inch and let's make sure. I don't want to miss on this. Like I say, I'm trying to do this the best I can. So there's not big glaring errors. That's a pen. That's close enough. That's a pen width off. Close enough. We'll get it roughed out on this stream anyway. Why does that look like that? Oh, it is straight though. We need to sand that out and add a piece, it looks like. Sand it out and add a piece. Shit, I missed. That's pretty good. Okay, now, how do we want to knock that down? Yes, try the plane. Happy Saturday, yo! Yeah, like that there. Oh well. Really need a number 22 so I can, or I can do that on the sander, I guess. Well, you watched me make a couple of these cowls now like this. I'm hoping that I've conveyed the process to you that you can do it without, I mean, people struggle with this type stuff. Simple if you just put it into categories, you know. Going against the grain there. Now it's got a long ways to go to be completely molded into this thing, but you get the idea how fast it's come about. 15 minutes. I shaped the block into this. Let's start sanding, I guess. And all this will whittle down to 1 ounce. Let's see where we are now. Probably 2 ounces now. That's 1 ounce with the glass on it. It weighs 55 grams, 1.95 ounces. So this will get down to ½ ounce. This particular piece of wood. I guess I did use better wood than I thought I was gonna. And then comes the inside. I probably won't show the hollowing out of the inside because it's so noisy and the dust is flying. I just use a cut-saw bit and will it out till it's about 3/16 of an inch thick all the way around. I get the outside shape. We're going to fit this cowl before I start doing any of that. That means I've got to get all the 64th ply all the way around both sides of this too. I might even do the super fill before I finish it. I want it bolted to the airplane so I can finish shaping it. We got a long ways to go here. And I'll do the rough stuff without it bolt, you know, the I don't know what you call it, the basic shaping of this thing before I bolt it in. Man, we got a long ways to go. We're getting there. Get off that edge there, though. We have sanded up to the line. It's coming loose. Glue's not quite dry there. And I hate to put any CA on that, because then I got a hard spot. We may not go a long video because the glue ain't dry in this spot up here. Yeah, it's gotten pretty quick. Gonna take some work. Okay. That's pretty close. I'm getting closer to where I got to fit it on the airplane. See, I got only half of it done. It'll be fine. More of a turnout here. We still got to get the spinner on this and get the fuselage sanded so that it's bigger than it's supposed to be right now. So I got to have all this together, the sand to the spinner, so that it fits perfect. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I guess I'm only going to do an hour. I was going to do more, but the glue is not quite dry on this. I don't want to press it. I'll wait for it to dry. Ah, you get back in there. Yeah, you forced me to use some CA here. Of course, it's plugged. Yeah, you bitch. I can hear that CA. Won't be bad because it's under fiberglass. Just a matter of principle. Okay, how much is it all? Up a long ways. Oh, I can smell that spaghetti. Let's see here. We need to tip that out right there. Oh yeah, much better. This side here, though, is gonna need that 16th on there. Damn. This is 8th. Yep, that's too much. Let me get a couple pieces of wood. Okay, where are you at? I can't believe we didn't save any of that. There's some 16th. How about 3/32? Save that. And here's another piece of 16th. try this. We can try this. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, we need 3/8 here. Don't overthink this stuff. I think I just overthink this stuff. Not that big a deal. You know what? I need to straighten that out. That's good. That's perfect. So, put this here like so. Now, because we're going plywood to plywood, there's a bolt that goes there and a dowel that goes there. That's all my cowls are held on with, a bolt and a dowel. Yeah, come on, dude. Bolt and a dowel. Perfect. Now, I need to add something here. Good, good. We need another piece of 3/8. I'm gonna have to sand that though. And that appears to be more. That appears to be an 1/8 inch. So let's do a piece of 1/8 inch there. I have to sand it to an angle. Don't overthink it. Yep. See exactly what happened. See, that is the needle valve there. So we need to cut this here. Break it off. Okay, now we need to taper that from 1/8 to nothing. Hand fit, hand fit. Man, that's perfect. Perfect. Can't complain about that. Now just shape the other. See, it's not even close. It's like a 16th off, but I got the basic shape that I want. So I'm going to make the other side symmetrical. Then we'll bolt it on. I'm going to use the 64th ply on there first, but then we'll bolt it on and set, get the motor in it. All this gets removed here to this line. I don't know, you can't even see, I guess. There's a line right here. All this gets removed. Got to remove all this in here. I'm going to have to add a piece of plywood right here because we need plywood to plywood for the back mount. So a hole gets drilled through here. We'll do that probably first. Got to get this glued better. We're probably going to get another piece of wood on here to fill the gaps. Just to hand fit them and make them nice, Uh-oh, natives are restless. Boom, they're blowing shit up. Okay. Let's sand away. Oh, crap, boy. Let me get a drink of water. I love this stuff. What the hell was that? What I thought. Hope it didn't break. Nope, didn't break, amazingly. Drink of water. I was telling Joe Gilbert, you guys just love watching me sand. I hope you're sanding along with me. Any of you European guys want an airplane built, take apart, or anybody wants an airplane built, get a hold of me. I'll build you a take apart airplane. But you're going to pay the shipping. and it ain't going to be cheap. Sparky. What we need. Let me read this. I can't read across the way. You are what we need. Confidence. I am gaining confidence with my lightning streak. Just need to spray the clear when the humidity drops. If I could only get some flying done now, yeah. I like using 36 to 60 grit glued to a stick. Yep, I got 36. I got a piece of 36 grit right here that's 25 years old, maybe 30 years old. I'm going to have to see if I can stop at the body shop and get another piece because I think the rocks are getting worn off. So I'm just using 80 now. Would be better. I can't do that tomorrow. It's Sunday. Maybe Sherman-Williams will sell me one sheet of body file paper. This piece of paper is loading up here, see? All that glue. Don't be afraid to change paper. If it ain't cutting, it ain't cutting. Tony Dallas. Okay, landing gear position. You bend them until the tail, you put it on its nose, on the wheels on its nose, and you move them back until the tail just drops. But you want them, for pavement, you want them pretty close to just ahead of the center of gravity, or probably the axle right in line with the leading edge for pavement. For grass, you want them farther forward. Things that I apply mostly on pavement, that's where I set mine at. I don't like flying on grass, to be honest with you. Unless it's Joe and all, that's some nice grass. But the axle, when looking down from the top, no. No, there's not a suitable substance for super fill. Use balsa wood. I've made balsa wood fillets many times. Let me tell you how to do that. If you want 3/8 fillets, you get a piece of 3/8 sheeting. If you want 1/2-inch fillets, you get a piece of 1/2 inch. Take your rib pattern and draw the airfoil on a piece of 3/8 or 1/2 inch. Then come up whatever thickness it is. If it's 3/8, you come up 3/8 and you make another line. Then you cut that out. So now you got a rib that's square. You sand that beforehand. It makes it easier so you don't dig up the fuselage. So at least you get a triangle shape in the shape of an airfoil. Glue it down and then put tape on the fuselage and the wing and sand it to shape, like a real nice curvature. That is the strongest and lightest way to do things. It is a pain in the ass. But don't use any, I used to use epoxylite in years past. But I got to tell you, and I got good at it, I got to tell you, if you don't know what you're doing with epoxylite, you are going to be sorry because it's rock hard. Rock hard. You have to have that fillet completely smooth with it, within a couple of thousandths before quitting. You will definitely be sorry if you don't. Now, if you were here and could see this, there's a line right there. That's where I want that line to move up to my center line. Finishing epoxy and microblooms, that works. I mean, such as Z-epoxy and microblooms, you could do that. Just make up a big paste. I don't like it, but some guys do it. So there's a line right here. I'm using the light to look at those lines, and you want to sand those lines out. You want the line to end right on your center line and the line to end right there at the edge. And then when you finish sand it, you sand that line off there, that line. But basically, this is just roughing the cowl in. Finish sanding won't come until it's bolted on the airplane. And, it'll be, I hollow it out enough up here to get the engine in, get it to shape, hollow it out enough to get the engine in, bolt it all together, and then finish it all in one piece. Looking pretty good though. It's getting roughed in pretty well. Another thing about sanding with this heavy grit sandpaper, 80, 60, 36, you better know when to stop because you can put a groove in something you can't sand out. You'll have to fill it. You don't want to do that. You want to stop before you get that far. When I'm flicking my wrist, I put some scratches going this way, which is not, I'm quite a ways away from finishing. And just ease up the pressure there. And then candle it, look at it, make sure it's symmetrical. Now, if you look at this right here, this is a piece glued in. This side is not the same shape as that side, so you keep sanding until they're both close to the same shape. It looked like a wedge there. That goes the same with the nose. Fuselage sides right here, there's a line right there where the doublers are. That should be a nice smooth transition, just like feathering paint. And they should be the same shape on both sides, inboard, outboard. Anybody going to be in Tulsa next weekend? I'm not sure, but we may go to Omaha too. Entirely up to Steve. But I'm up for it if he wants to do it. We're getting close. Close to roughed in. Yeah, I think I'll just get it roughed in. We'll do an hour tonight. How far are we on? I'll work on it, get it all set up for you guys so you can see it finished out. It's too hard for me to do this on camera. Okay, get a close up. See that shape right there? That shape is fairly symmetrical. That's how you tell it's got to go down just a little bit more. That's how you tell if you're getting close. Then you look at where the glue joint is on this side. How does it look? And does it look the same on this side? No, it does not. So I got to sand some more here. Of course, that all depends too. There's 3 degrees motor offset in this, so both sides are not going to be exactly the same. Shit. It looks flat here. See, I don't like that. Got to get that flat out of it. Got to get that flat out. Yeah. Yeah, now this side's starting to do the same thing. The glue ain't quite set. Did a pretty good job getting it roughed in though. Let's see what it weighs. About 185. 180. So I will get this down to a 1/4 ounce. Gotta hope that that's thing is on there right. Looks right. It looks right. Everybody remember how I showed you how to get the exact center of the glow plug? Or has everybody forgot? When we get ready to do this, I'm going to tape a piece of paper on here, stretch it out here, pop, poke the glow plug down, fold it back, take the motor out, put the cowl on, fold the paper back, and drill a hole right where the poke is. Simplest stuff first. Easy peasy, nice and greasy. So because the glue's not quite dry, and I really can't go much farther without the glue being dry. I certainly don't want to start hollowing this without the glue being dry. I guess we're going to not do a super long stream. We're going to end it in an hour. Just some things I cannot rush. But it looks pretty good. I mean, for where we're at, we got lots more work to do, but we got 2 hours in this cowl now. But it will be perfect when finished. I need to straighten that up a little bit, but I need my nail file to do that. Kind of hate to do it with that big old gritty stuff. Let's see what it looks like upright. Not hit the camera. Not put a finger dent in it like I just did there. Damn. I got them in a couple of places. One there, one there. Okay, got it out. This is all fiberglass anyway up here, so it don't much matter. Cut my fingernails again. You can see how much I still got to sand down. 1/16 on this side, 1/16 on that side. It's all got to mold together. Hey, Jeff. Annie. Chewy. Well, you've come at the end of the stream. So you want to see how this was done, look at the last stream and then this stream. You got 2 hours to get this far, which is not bad, really. And we'll get all this sanded in. Alrighty, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I wish things were better. I will tell you this. They're getting ready to lower the interest rates again to pump up the economy. Let me turn this way. There we go. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. They can't fool me. We knew that this was going to happen. The gas prices are somewhat reasonable. Cool. But if the wrong guy gets in, it'll be $5 a gallon, $6 a gallon next year. I know you hate politics. Well, I can't help but speak up, and I can't survive any more of this. I can't survive any more of this nonsense. Didn't turn out bad, really. It'll take 2 more hours on this probably to clean up and get perfect. Bummed out about them fingernail scratches I put in there. I'm gonna cut my nails some. Look how short they are. They're dirty, but look how short they are already. And you can't have no nails when you work on this stuff. Alrighty. Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.